Hey ho ho, it's the Duck Avenger, and I'm going to be talking about what else but NFL. It's finally time, it's finally NFL Sunday. We have the Thursday game, but finally we're having all the games for the Sunday. Except unless you're a Dolphins fan, a Bucks fan, a Saints fan, a Vikings fan, a Broncos fan, or a Charger fan, then you have to wait till later. And if you're a Bucks and Dolphin fan, you have to wait till really later, till next week. I mean, that happened because of Hurricane Irma, and I hope everybody's okay, and football was definitely secondary to Hurricane Irma, but there's still excitement because it is football Sunday. So I'm going to be going over a couple of things, a couple of updates and stories, and then I'm going to be giving you my Sunday football picks and my Monday football picks. So without further ado, let's get to the news. So I talked about another day, Ezekiel Elliott and all the ban and everything like that. So here's an update on that. His 6-game suspension has been suspended. That's kind of an interesting way to say it, but it's been suspended. So he'll be able to play on Sunday, and they'll see how much longer it will be until it gets suspended, or if it gets suspended at all. So he's playing on Sunday for the Cowboys versus Giants. And the other thing about the Giants-Cowboys game is Beckham is still questionable for the game. They have not said if he's going to go or not, so who knows about that. And the other interesting news is that Sebastian Janikowski has been placed on IR, so he might not play for the whole season. IR is different than it used to be, of course, that you can bring people back from the IR, the injured reserve, that's what I'm talking about. But from what I've seen in the news, they have a couple of players that they want to bring back more than Janikowski, and you can only bring 2 players back from the IR. So who knows, Janikowski might not play the whole season. Who knows about that? Janikowski could have his last year. He's 39 years old. But he was one of the only kickers to ever be taken in the first round, number 17 overall in 2000. I looked that up today. I didn't remember that Janikowski was taken in the first round. Man, sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. Well, now I'm going to get to the football picks. What everybody's been waiting for. What I think about the football picks. So, disclaimer for these football picks, I'm not going to choose any kind of the scores or anything like that. I'm just going to pick the winner. Because I'm not going to be choosing scores. I'm not going to any biggest numbers or anything like that. I can't be like 42, 37, 28, 94, something like that. I don't know those numbers in my head. I just can pick the winners. So, without further ado, let's get to that. Hey, so this is Duck Avenger, and I got my picks for the week. It's finally the Sunday of football. Finally, we have Sunday games, unless you're one of those teams, or a fan of one of those teams that plays on Monday, or the Bucks or the Dolphins. But anyways, we got most of the games coming on Sunday right now, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited I cry every day. I don't really cry every day, but I get so excited about football that it makes me want to shout and yell and yell and shout. So let's see. First pick is Steelers-Browns, and the Steelers always have the Browns number, and the Browns have a rookie quarterback. I think the Steelers defense is going to harass them all day, and they said they wanted to. They said they want to keep them on the ground, and keep them, hit them hard, and hit them often. I give the Steelers a victory by 14 points. Cardinals-Lions, I would say it's going to be an even game. They both have even quarterbacks. I would say Carson Palmer is on the same level as Matthew Stafford, but I say they both have good receiving cores, but I say the Cardinals defense edges out the Lions defense a little bit, and I would just say that the Cardinals win by 3 to 7 points, but I say the Cardinals will win and be a good game. Jaguars-Texans, I say the Texans will going to be harassed by J.D. Watt and Clowney is that his name? Yeah. So, and the whole Texans defense will be after Blake Bortles. I hope that Allen Robinson does great because he's my fantasy guy. So go Allen Robinson, go Allen Robinson, go Allen Robinson. But I think the Texans will edge out the Jaguars, and I think it'd be good showing for the Texans, definitely. So next to the Raiders versus the Titans are in a rebuilding phase, and I think the Raiders were there a couple of years ago, so I think the Raiders definitely will have an edge in this game. I think that Carr will definitely be back to his old form, and I think it could be up to 7 to I'd say a 14-point win, but it'd be good to look at Marshawn Lynch and see how he does and how much game form he really is in, and see what about the kicking situation since Sebastian Janikowski is out on IR. And I think it'd definitely be a good game just to see what the Raiders can do after last year and see how for his injury last year, and because he played good in preseason, but preseason is a whole different thing from the regular game. So let's see, the Eagles, Redskins. I think the Redskins are going to go down to the Eagles. The Redskins have had turnover wide receiver. Pierre Garçon is out the door, and just on Jackson, their long thread is away. He went to a different team, and so I think the quarterback is going to not play so well, and he wasn't playing in the preseason, so I would hand it to the Eagles. And let's see, Ravens, Bengals. I think the Ravens offense can beat up on the. I think the Bengals offense could beat up on the Ravens defense. I think that AJ Green's going to get a big pass, and the connection will be great. And I think that Ivor will have a good game against the Ravens. This will be a hard-fought rivalry. It always is, and always something crazy happens. So it's a game to watch. But I think the Bengals will get the win like 3 to 7 points. Falcons Bears. Don't even want to talk about this because it's kind of obvious. The Bears are nowhere near being good, and the Falcons were almost Super Bowl champions last year. I think the Falcons are going to come out hard and definitely want to kind of prove themselves after what happened in the Super Bowl last year. They've probably been thinking about this game the whole season, like the whole months, and getting back on the field. So I think they're going to beat up on the poor Bears. I think it's going to be a blowout. Bills, Jets. I have the Bills defense on my fantasy team, so I definitely want the Bills to win. But I said the Jets quarterback situation is not good, and it's definitely nowhere where the Jets want it to be. And I think the quarterback is going to have a lot of problems. So I think the Bills defense is going to beat up on them, and the Jets are going to go down. I'd say maybe by 14 points. So I picked the Bills, and whoop whoop, Bills defense. Go Bills defense. Go Bills defense. And let's see, the Colts, Rams. Colts with Andrew Luck might beat the Rams, but without Andrew Luck, I don't think they're that great of a team. I don't think they really have that much depth. So I would say the Rams are definitely going to beat the Colts. I think Goff is doing better as quarterback, and they got the new wide receiver, Sammy Watkins. So I think basically the Rams are going to beat the Colts probably by a couple touchdowns. And I think I'll look for the Rams to beat up on the Colts quarterback. Seahawks Packers is going to be one of the best games of the week. I think that the Seahawks defense is going to be able to beat up on Aaron Rodgers a little bit, but I think it'd still be a high-scoring game. And definitely go Seahawks. But in all honesty, I think the Seahawks defense will harass Aaron Rodgers a little bit, and they'll be at the edge. Look for it to be a high-scoring game, but maybe the Seahawks by 7. Cam Newton is healthy again for the Panthers, and I think with a healthy Cam Newton, the 49ers have no chance. Cam Newton threw 2 passes in the preseason, one was the touchdown, so I think that's what says it all. Cam Newton looks healthy, and he's going to be his old, arrogant self, and they'll beat up the 49ers. Giants Cowboys, it's going to be a great game. It's a Sunday night game, and I think since Ezekiel Elliott is back, that the Cowboys could definitely have a chance against the Giants. So the Giants beat them twice last year, and the Cowboys were a great team last year, so who knows what can really happen in this rivalry. And definitely the Cowboys were on a roll last year, and they want to continue this roll, so I think that they could beat the Giants, especially with Beckham being questionable. And if he doesn't play, I would definitely get an edge to the Cowboys. But still, I'm getting an edge to the Cowboys. It'd be a good game. It'd be a hard-fought game. But I still say Cowboys by 3. The Saints-Vikings, Adrian Peterson game. Peterson is back. It's like what The Rock used to say, like, Peterson could be finally, Adrian Peterson has come back to Minnesota. That'd be awesome if he said something like that. But anyways, it's his first game back since he became a member of the Vikings. Crazy that this would be the very first game he plays as a Saint is against his old team, the Vikings. But I think the Vikings will win. I think they have more depth, and I think that the Vikings lots of times build a good team. So I'd say, even though Adrian Peterson's on the Saints, and it'd be his quote-unquote revenge game, I think the Vikings will still have it. Broncos Chargers, obviously I'll go for the Broncos. I was sad that TJ Ward was let go, and I think that might kind of open a little bit of hole in the Broncos defense. And Trevor Siemian is still learning, so I'd only give it to the Broncos by 7, but I still think they're going to win. But yeah, roundtable pizza watching it with all my friends. So it'd be pretty awesome to see the Broncos win, and I have my lucky Broncos bear right there next to me to give me luck, so to make sure the Broncos win. Patriots Chiefs, I would not predict the score. It already happened, but of course even in hindsight, I can't say that I would have predicted the score. I predicted Patriots by 3, 27-24. So obviously I was wrong. So that's a grain of salt if you want to look at all of my other picks. So in the comments, tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm right, give me praise. If I'm wrong, you can give me whatever you want in the comments. This has been Duck Avenger Picks. You know, it's really hard to find a way to end a YouTube video. This probably isn't the best way. I'm drinking some Pepsi. Like I said, Pepsi, if you want to ever sponsor me, yeah, I'm kind of waiting for some sponsoring money. You know, you can make the channel a little bit better. Also, and the winners, so if they want to sponsor me too, that'd be cool. But anyways, this has been a Duck Avenger video. I'm so excited that Sunday is coming. I can scream. I mean, it already is sunny right here, so I can scream, I can jump, I can yell, I can everything. Football is back. Football is back. Football is back. So, this has been a Duck Avenger video. I did all my picks and everything like that. I'll be doing videos every week like this. And thanks for watching. Leave comments, leave everything, subscribe, like. I'm so excited. Football is back. Adios.